Hi. So I'm going to talk about Virgo Moon. This was a request, but I'm also going over the moon signs. Um, I don't actually know anyone that has this moon sign. I think my cat might have it. My one cat, I just feel that really strongly about her. And I think that it's a really interesting moon sign, and I think about it a lot. And I really enjoy when the new or the full moon is in Virgo. It seems to be an incredibly healing experience for me personally, but it just has a really good vibe behind it. I think that Virgo and Cancer, or in this case, Virgo and the moon, have energies that really balance each other out and can work together to move forward. Like, Virgo wants to help everybody, right? But they don't really know how to direct their energy very well. Like, they just have a lot of energy. They have a lot of resources and connections and intelligence and drive and everything like that. But they don't always know where to direct their energies, and they can get really overwhelmed and frazzled, and that leads to depression and anxiety and all that kind of stuff. So that's just the psychological astrology aspect. But my point being that Virgo moon, I feel, is an incredibly balanced moon and a really positive moon, and one that is probably really nice to have. I don't know. I have a Leo moon, but I feel like if you have this placement, you know where to direct your energy. You listen to your gut feelings. So what's going to happen for you as like an emotional experience is you are going to feel something, and then you're going to understand how to shift it, and then you're going to understand where it needs to go in order to cause the most positive benefit. So you use your emotions for a positive purpose. If you're channeling this correctly, I feel like that is a really high potential for this moon sign, where you can just transmute all of your own feelings into really positive, awesome energy that you give off to the world and help and fix things. That's awesome. I feel like if you have this moon, people really love being around you. You're really comforting and assuring, and you're always there to help somebody. Virgo can be incredibly callous and sharp and strict and blunt, but when it's in the moon, it's so emotional, and it doesn't really have time for all of that. And more of the gentle, caring aspects of Virgo get to come out. And similarly, where the moon and Cancer is usually like really turbulent and dark and deep, Virgo cleans all that shit out. Virgo is a very cleansing energy. So you get really soft, tempered out, worked through, organized aspects of both energies working together harmoniously, which is super cool. So to feel nurtured, you really need to feel like you are connected to everything, whether that be like on an emotional level or a psychological level or a physical level. Like, you understand that you are connected and integrated with things in your reality, and that gives you a sense of peace and purpose. Like, you feel like you're an integral part of everything that's happening, and that can kind of bring you back into a more zen state of being. You probably are really careful about what you eat. Sorry, I'm thirsty. Really careful about what you eat and what you put into your body, because your stomach is probably super, super sensitive. And something that I would recommend for and especially like if you are emotional, like, you just can't even eat. Like, it's just, I don't know how to describe it. What I would recommend if you have a Virgo moon is to eat really clean, healthy foods, because your stomach and your emotional life are tied together. So this is good advice for anybody, but especially if you have a Virgo moon, your gastrointestinal system is going to be incredibly sensitive. And also, like, it should be, not that Virgo is prone to diseases. It's more like sometimes you conjure darkness up in your life so that you can fix it if you get bored. So it's prone to problems, is what I'm trying to say. in not like a scary way or anything. You just try to keep a really good diet. And you probably, to some degree, have learned this over your life. When you were a kid, maybe you didn't have as much control, but you probably got sick if you ate a lot of different things. And hopefully, the people that were taking care of you figured that out and kind of adjusted it. You might have some allergies or something. I'm just intuiting that. Like, be careful about what you're eating. Drink spring water, eat organic, local, clean food that makes you feel good, that makes you feel energized. Food shouldn't drain you. If you feel really tired after eating, or really bloated, or really just like ready to go to sleep and knock out and all that, you probably ate something that didn't resonate with you. For some kind of level, you ate an amount of it that didn't resonate with you, either too much or too little. Like if your stomach's really uncomfortable after eating, then think about that and try to edit those foods out of your life. It might be better for you to stick to like a strict list of things that you can and cannot eat. And you can just kind of look at that, and that should make things a little bit easier. So this person's really kind and caring, especially like in friendships or just emotional relationships in general, platonic, romantic, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna give your whole heart to someone and be so soft and open and vulnerable. Like I said, it is an ironic result of these energies coming together, but I feel like that's why Cancer and Virgo energies work really well. Like if you are one or the other and know someone else that has that, like, you'll get what I'm saying, hopefully. Or I could just be like talking, whatever. So yeah, you're gonna be so sweet, you know, you're gonna cook for people and make sure they feel really safe and make sure they feel protected and happy. Like you're gonna be someone's like number one fan. You're gonna be there for them. You're gonna show up and care and do the work and, you know, rearrange your life sometimes to deal with someone's emotional issues. Like you are really generous with your time and your energy, and you just always want to help people, and it makes you feel good. Like something that would actually make you not feel good is if people didn't dump their problems on you. Like you want to feel like you're providing a service for people emotionally. So you might have a lot of friendships or relationships in your life in general where everyone might seem really crazy and you're just like, okay, like I love you, you know, it doesn't really bother you. Like Virgo is probably one of the most guarded signs, even more than I think Scorpio or Cancer, because when Virgo draws a boundary, that's it. It's not like a water boundary like the other signs where it's like, oh, let me just, you know, fucking manipulate this. Virgo would put down a boundary and it's like a cell wall that only the right things can come in and only the right things can come out, and they're in total fucking control of it. So, yeah, what was I gonna say? This person can be really unaffected by other people's emotions, which is nice. Not always, but like they know when to separate themselves from it. They know like if you're in a bad space, to just kind of do that wall and be like, okay, you can be in your bad space. Like, I'm great. I feel awesome. Like, sorry that it sucks for you right now. Which is kind of an uplifting attitude to have, I find, most of the time. So Virgo moons are really good at that. And they can also separate their emotional being when they want. Like, they're very much centered in it, but they can disconnect from it because Virgo is incredibly logical and can take this moon to a place where it's like, all right, I'm feeling some things, but like I have shit to get done, so that can wait till later. I feel like Earth moons are probably the only three that can actually do that, where they can experience emotion and not have to like do something with it immediately, either like feeling it or thinking about it or fucking acting on it. They're just like, oh, okay, I'm feeling this, I'll deal with it. Like it's slower. It's not immediate, you know? They don't feel the need to do anything with it. They can just kind of put it somewhere like in a little compartment, and then when they have time and they're like sitting in bed, they can be like, oh yeah, that was really rough today, or like blah blah blah, and like ruminate on it in private, and then they're just fucking fine. Like it doesn't, their emotions don't get in the way. Mine do because I'm a Leo, so they're just projecting everywhere, and it's a mess. Anyway, I don't know. I'm kind of jealous of this moon sign. Like it's cool. I feel like if I could have a moon sign, I'd probably want this one. It sounds pretty nice. Anyway, um, yeah. So try to be healthy. Try to be emotionally healthy, and the thing that's really gonna kill you is guilt. So you should let go of that. Easier said than done, but I mean, not really. Just let go of guilt. You don't need it anymore. It's really unnecessary and it's not gonna help you do anything. So that's my advice to Virgo moons. If you want to listen to me on that or not, it's up to you. Um, I think it's funny. Oh man. Um, This is funny. I've wanted to talk about, like, I've wanted to research this moon sign. I don't know why. I've just always found it interesting. And like I said, I don't really know anybody that has this. So if you have a Virgo moon, I'm sure I'm missing a lot of stuff that you could probably elaborate on better than I can. Um, I don't know much about this moon sign. I'm just kind of going off intuition. So if you want to comment anything in the description, if you have this moon sign, if you know anyone that has this moon sign, just talk about how it feels for you and anything that resonated with you, whatever. I think astrology is a really collaborative process, and I'm trying to make it as positive as possible, especially with like predictive stuff. Because if you're predicting things for people and you are pulling the future into view, why would you impose anything other than a positive energy onto that? Like if you have to be an ego. I don't know if any of that made any fucking sense. But basically I'm working on an astrology project and it's on Patreon and I'm almost done and I'm probably gonna put last month's up for free because I took it down because I didn't like it and I didn't really have anyone subscribing to me anyway, so I was like, all right, it's okay. Just if people want to look at things retroactively because it's too wordy and that's why I took it down, but I think there's some cool information in there and you can kind of see where I'm going with things. And then the December one's going to be a lot more organized. I got an editor on board, a really close friend of mine who is into astrology, and he's going to be helping me organize it a lot better so that it's not so wordy. Then I have like a little calendar and everything. So if you want to check that out, that'd be really cool. If you're interested in getting a birth chart reading from me, I've got a couple requests pending right now, so I might not be super available till like December-ish to start doing it because I don't want to do a bunch at the same time or it'll like muddle people's readings. But if that's something you're interested in for the future, then I'm going to put my email address in the description and you can just kind of contact me about it. People seem to have been doing that, so that's kind of cool. I made music today. I have a music page that I don't advertise on here a lot because I'm still struggling with the concept to accept myself as an artist. If you were just here for the Virgo Moon part, by the way, sorry, I guess I'm just like talking about myself at this point. You can stop watching. But I'll link my music page down in the description and maybe put it in all my videos so that people can check that out if they want to. I'm basically a spiritual spoken word artist. I do a lot of rap, and I know that sounds funny because I'm like a hippie, but I can get in the mood sometimes, I guess, and I've been trying to record it and put it up a little bit. Yeah, that's just kind of stuff that I'm working on. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks you. Every like positive comment or someone that learns something or feels some type of way and it like pops up on my phone throughout the day and it's just like I read it and I get really happy. And I never thought that this channel was gonna be anything. I just wanted to talk about fucking astrology. So thanks. I'm feeling really happy today.